and welcome to Intel Tech Bytes, where we take technical information and break it up into bite-sized pieces. I'm your host, Tom Chaiko. With our focus on 12th Gen Intel Core desktop processors, today's topic is the new Intel Core architecture. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Łukasz Chrzanowski, Field Application Engineer at Intel.
Thanks so much for having me.
Within today's session, I'd like for us to cover the new performance hybrid architecture, what are the new core designs into 12th Gen Intel Core processors, the new hardware feature called Intel Thread Director, and what it does, and what they mean for the future of Intel. With that being said, let's jump in. This generation of processors is significant for multiple reasons, but I would love to talk about the terminology and the newest of the cores. Specifically, what are the new P and E cores?
Absolutely. I will describe them in reference to 12th Gen Core, which will make some of the code names we have used internally a bit clearer. So, our P cores, or performance cores, are the larger dual-threaded cores in the processor. The P cores are the high-frequency, high-performance cores that provide amazing single-thread performance, resulting in high instruction per clock. Efficient cores, or E cores, are the single-threaded cores. These cores provide high through-output performance at low power. In a very small footprint, we can fit 4 E cores and L2 cache in roughly the same area as one performance core and L2 cache. So, for our 12th Gen Core i9K processor, for example, we have 16 cores, 8 P cores and 8 E cores with a total of 24 threads.
Now that we have two different types of cores in one processor, how do they work together?
Good question, Tom. Performance hybrid architecture has been used to describe performance core and efficient core, P core and E core, architectures integrated into one processor, affording intelligent workload prioritization and management distribution with Intel Thread Director, working with the OS scheduler. So, essentially, the coexistence of both core microarchitectures in the same processor, where they can either work independently of one another on workloads or in collaboration with each other on the same workload, which is where the Intel Thread Director hardware feature comes into play. Intel Thread Director is a hardware feature that dynamically monitors the core's telemetry to identify the best and available core for a workload, and passes hints to the OS as to which core is not just available, but the best core to execute the workload on. Intel Thread Director is software agnostic, so it is designed to work right out of the box.
What type of benefits do we get with these new cores and technologies?
With this new performance hybrid architecture, users will see notable performance improvements in not just single thread, but sustained through-output as well. You can literally do more with your system, and since Intel Thread Director is monitoring in nanoseconds, it is designed to provide the great experience under different usage scenarios. So whether you are just gaming, or gaming and streaming, or using productivity software while monitoring email and browsing the internet, our technology is there to ensure great quality of service, which could be things like video FPS quality to I/O responsiveness.
What does this change mean for the future of Intel processors?
Scalability across the entire client roadmap, desktop, notebook, and workstation, that enhances, enables, and creates more usages that deliver incredible compute experiences across all of our segments. We can literally identify and build the right combination of performance and efficient cores to optimize for things like local versus cloud compute, or seamlessly support both local and cloud compute workloads in parallel. So, whether you are a student, business professional, gamer, creator, or engineer, we have a processor for you that will elevate your compute experience to innovate and deliver amazing.
Thanks, Łukasz. If I was to jot all this into one flashcard in my mind, what points are the most important? Would there be one thing I'd want to emphasize the most?
that this is the start of an exciting shift in client architecture, one we haven't seen in almost a decade. We are leading this architectural transition, we are innovating for the now and the future, and we are building products that focus on delivering high quality, consistent and seamless experiences for everyone. So if you are a casual browser or a power user, we have a solution for you.
Got it. Thanks, Łukasz. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us to talk about these cores.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
As a reminder, if you're looking for more information on this topic, check out our resource portal. Thank you for tuning in into Intel Tech Bytes, and keep a lookout for more videos on the new 12th Gen Intel Core desktop.